Please forgive me if this video is not very good, but I honestly had no intention on making a video today. But I found a topic. We have bunnies, right? And everyone knows this, especially if they've been watching Buckeye Keith. And they also know we live in Ohio. I mean, it's very clear because it says Buckeye right in the channel name. For foreigners, they might not know that it stands for Ohio, but for Ohioans and our people around the United States, they know that stands for Ohio. Well, it's clearly freezing right now, and we're trying to save this bunny. And I think we got it just in time. We do not know yet because it's still acting kind of weird. But it's been over 3 or 4 hours since it's been in the house. It's moving. And right now, I just noticed it jumped out of the box, so I had to get a bigger box to put in. But I'll show you the bunny in just a few seconds. So basically, here's the bunny. It's not doing so well. It's doing this weird mouth thing at the moment. But I'm going to put it back in the box so I'm not scaring it. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're trying to save that bunny. We don't know if it's going to live. It's not acting like a normal bunny does, because usually if you pick up a little bunny, it's going to try to run away from you as fast as possible. But this one is not doing that, which is very, very odd for a bunny that's not been around humans for a while, because it takes days before a bunny gets used to you. Sometimes it takes at least a good month or two before a bunny gets used to you. And that's why when we sell bunnies, if they're more tame, we sell them for more money and make sure we don't give them off as meat. But if we have bunnies that will fight you, don't want to be around you, that's the ones we use for meat. So obviously we use the ones that are less friendly. So but right now we're having this big problem, and basically we're having a bunch of rabbits die, and we can't figure out if it's from the cold or if it's from them finding a warm place and not wanting to move from it, so they'll never eat or never drink and basically dehydrate, which we can't really figure it out. But I personally think I just don't know, because it's very odd, because we had this one bunny because we have this well out there and there's a heater under the well, so it stand or sit on top of the well thing we have on there, because there's like a little roof on it, but it basically sits on that. And I think 5-6 days later we found it dead, and it was right beside the well, which we can't figure out what died from, because it's obviously warm because there's no snow around it, and we know it went back to the hutches every night, meaning that it got food, it got water, so we do not know what it died from exactly. That's something we never figured out. So we can't figure out what's happening, because we're having bunnies die left and right, and we can't figure out what's from, because that one, it confused us. Maybe it just got too cold, and by the time it got back, it was just too late, because that can happen. We had a bunny, I actually died in my hands about a couple of weeks ago. Noticed it was doing the same things that bunny in the box is doing. It wasn't acting normal, and my dad brought it in the house, said hold this, because he still had to feed the animals, and I went back to get a towel, not because we have two different kinds of towels. We have the towels that we use for baths, and we have the towels that's obviously not the best, and make sure we can clean stuff with it. Well, I tried getting one of those towels, and when I grabbed it, I think it died right in my hands. And the way I know it died is because its nose stopped moving, and it made this little air noise, which that is very common for bunnies to do when they die. They make this weird air noise in their throat. And yeah, so basically we can't figure out what's happening besides that one, because that one was clearly dying from being cold. So yeah, but we don't know what the R ones are dying from. Could they just be starving to death because they're not willing to move? We just can't figure it out. But this is a 4-minute video, almost 5 minutes. Might as well say it's 5 minutes long. So I think this is the end of it. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, please comment. We'll see you next time. Even though none of you want to see my ugly and hideous face. But we'll see you next time.